Works.
You coming with us?
Yeah.
I need to get my hair cut. My hair is not in a good spot right now. Do I look really too scruffy right now?
I would clean it up for that.
But he's not there.
All right, see if we're doing it.
Wait.
Business cash.
Do you guys know where we're going to eat tomorrow?
I do not. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, I did not realize today
No.
what it is. It's really going to be. Yeah, it is. I'm going to. Don't.
It's not working?
No.
We want to be like our own, like, we want to go against the grain and like put videos out there.
Nothing. We're just trying to stream from Zoom to YouTube. We're very new to the streaming game, the live streaming
We
game.
don't usually do stuff live.
Oh, well, we got your thing now.
All right.
All right, well, we'll just use this, right? You can just,
Yeah, but it's a different thing. See, this is my problem too.
but as long as we're live somewhere. Are we live here?
I can't hear anything.
No, it says your stream is offline.
Oh yeah, it says this is offline.
Rest in peace, stream. Oh, hey, are we live?
Oh yeah, Mom says we're on.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yo, enjoying San Fran. Crypto culture in the house. Stay-at-home dad. Thought I set this to 60-second delay. Oh, well. Guys, we're a little bit new to the streaming, so we started back down at 10 likes again, unfortunately. But my name is Aaron. This is Austin.
Welcome.
So we're at this Tron event in San Francisco, and we are looking forward to for a big day, right, Austin?
Guys, it's going to be fun. I want to ask Justin Sun specifically if he's feeling better, and any questions that you may have for Justin Sun. If we see him, we're happy to ask.
Yep. This guy says, "Sup, virgins." All right.
Sup, Chris?
We're actually here with a few crypto influencers. We want to bring them on. This is our first time meeting these guys. They seem great. So, we'll probably handle this one at a time. Right. So don't pay attention to that.
No,
But,
I'm not. I am, but I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is, there we go.
There we go.
BitBoy. Am I correct?
Yeah.
What's up, BitBoy?
I'll read you guys a question.
How you doing?
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Can you tilt that down so it focuses on us?
Yeah.
When is Tron going to 100?
100 what? 100 bitcoins?
Well,
Oh.
first of all, I don't know who BitBoy is really. This is our first time meeting.
Yeah.
I have seen you on a couple streams with I've seen you and Wendy and the mustache guy.
The mustache guy.
And
Crypto Stash. We love that guy.
And, yeah, I like him. Crypto
Yeah.
Beetle. And you guys all doing like the live streams together.
Yeah.
That's how I know you, man. But that's all I know. Tell me about you.
Well, the first question everybody has is, why is your name BitBoy and you're a 36-year-old man? That's the first question most people have. And It's a little confusing. So I create a cartoon character called BitBoy, and I have a whole animated series I'm in the process of producing as a crypto superhero. And it's going to be real fun. I'm working, you guys may know Crypto Brecky or Brecky Von Bitcoin. That's somebody who's helping me, with the writing and stuff like that. So it's going to be really cool. But what happened is I realized that was going to be a really long-term endeavor, creating an animated series. So I started doing news videos in 2018 and started bringing guests on the show, interviewing and stuff. And people started referring to me as my character I created as BitBoy. So, that's kind of how that all came about. But yeah. I've been in crypto since 2012. So
I don't want to know why you got involved in crypto.
Yeah.
I want to know why you got involved in YouTube crypto.
Yeah.
What makes you get up and make a video on crypto? What is that?
Well, I love it. I love the space. I've, done a lot of entrepreneurial stay-at-home stuff. So out of the last 10 years, I've been, stay-at-home dad kind of deal for about, 6 to 7 of those years. So I've done a lot of kind of, that's Wendy O, y'all.
We'll talk to her in a sec.
She's got some clout. I'm gonna chase it. But I like YouTube because it's a way that I can kind of get my voice out, and I really believe that. Whoa, big guy just walked in here, guys. the man, Crypto Zombie.
Crypto Zombie is here.
But, you know, I really like the idea of being able to get out the message of crypto to the masses. And my channel is like very beginner friendly. So I try to do my best to like balance kind of talking about complicated news situations or whatever may be happening, along with trying to be very beginner friendly and bringing new people into the space. So that's kind of like my cartoon that I'm developing. Like that's one thing I want to be. Like it can bring a new kind of niche of people that would just be interested in watching an animated cartoon, including kids, into crypto.
We have a question for you.
Yeah.
Mr. Popular. What do you think of XRP?
What do I think of XRP? Well, I really, you know, to me, the biggest thing about my poor ripples is that I got 20 of them locked in a Toast wallet that I can't get out.
Really?
So, yeah, doesn't everybody have 20 ripples? I'm just kidding, guys.
I don't.
Baby.
Yeah, watch out. XRP is well, you have to obviously separate Ripple and XRP. Ripple's a great company. I mean, it really is. Like they have dynamite marketing. The products that they put out for what they're trying to do to kind of change the way, you know, international transfers happen. Like it works. It works really well. I just long term, is this a pro XRP channel or no?
Dude, we're pro. We're pro.
Okay,
be
good.
yourself.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to give you guys my opinions, but I just would like to know what the hornet's nest I'm walking into.
We're
before I get
actually mostly Bitcoin.
Okay. So here's the way that I kind of envision XRP and Bitcoin on a crash course so that they can't both coexist long term. Okay. The 589 XRP number, right? That's what the community says. Oh, it's going to 589 because, you know, if every bank in the world used XRapid to send money back and forth, that's kind of where they got that number from, right? Well, if all the banks in the world are transferring money digitally with all the money, then it makes sense that we would already be to a digital currency and we wouldn't need to be transferring fiat back and forth across international borders. So it's kind of a catch-22 for them.
Now, isn't the plan that these banks would have to buy up a reserve of XRP? Isn't that the case? Isn't that part of the...
Well, I mean, I assume that would be the case because that's going to be the main means that things are being transferred through their different platforms, through XRapid, XCurrent, XVIA.
So my follow-up question is, if a bank was going to have to do that, why would they ever, you know, invest in something so volatile when they say, like, if we buy a stock, if we stock up today, who knows what the price will be tomorrow?
Well, the banking world is a, you know, like in the South, we call it the old boys network.
Where are you from in the South?
Atlanta, right? So it's the old boys network, you know, it's the people that rub shoulders with each other. You get deals done. The banking system's a lot like that. What's that?
Dude, I'm doing an interview.
Trying to keep you.
Hey, thanks King Sean for $2.
Oh yeah, dude, appreciate that. It must not be because of something I said.
It's not going to BitBoy.
That's like 19 ripples, right? Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I was kind of interested in what.
Well, yeah. Let me finish, guys. Okay. I know Wendy's great. Like I love Wendy, but come on, guys. Like I'm really giving you the 30,000 foot view of the entire crypto space right now.
And then I did have a couple follow up, and then I want to get to Wendy.
Okay. So, back to XRP. And I lost my train of thought. So the old boys network, right? Well, the banking world's a lot like that. Like you got the IMF, you got a lot of these banks that are in each other's pockets. They all kind of work together, you know, even though there is a competitive nature between them. So if like the IMF decided they want to have some kind of crazy partnership with XRP, or with Ripple, with the company, even though it doesn't like kind of make sense, like the questions you're bringing up are valid points, like, I don't know, they still might be able to figure out a way to use XRP and use XRapid, even though it might not be the optimal thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I'm not invested in it, but
yeah, I like I said, I got 20 sitting in a Toast wallet from 2017.
It gets a lot of clicks.
Yeah.
So how are you invested in Tron? Is my question. That's why we're here.
Yeah. I have lowered a lot of my Tron investment for the simple fact that
you sold
some of it. Yeah, I still am a Tron holder for sure. But it's not one of my top bags anymore.
Justin, he still owns the Tron. Don't worry. All right, it's okay.
But the reason is because I work very closely with IOST, which is another decentralized platform that's very similar to Tron. Number one coin on stakeandrewards.com. I run a block producing node for IOST.
Wow.
I've been involved with their. I started out with their.
Do you run a Bitcoin node?
No, I do not run a Bitcoin node.
Is most of your portfolio Bitcoin or altcoins?
Mostly altcoins.
What's your top holding?
IOST for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you're
IOST.
affiliated with the company.
Yeah, well, it's a decentralized network. So yeah, I run a block producing node for them. I'm not directly affiliated with the team or with the company, but kind of in the IOST world, which we're a top. It wasn't the top 50. It's about 65 right now. So, but it's a great coin for getting rewards. They have a great quarterly reward system. Like if you vote for my node, it's a DPoS. It's proof of believability is a consensus algorithm, but it is a DPoS basically. So if you vote for my node, you can get like 30% returns on that in a year. So
I understood some of those words, BitBoy. I understood some of what you were saying.
Okay, well, I'm glad.
But appreciate it, man. Anything else?
Yeah.
What else can we talk about before we move on to Wendy?
Yeah, once we move on to Wendy, it's over for me, guys.
Dude, you gotta follow this guy's channel. This guy's a great channel.
Oh, we got the zombie in the house over here.
Tease him. Hey, Crypto Zombie's here.
Oh no, he's not here. He's not here, guys. Or is he?
This is our first time meeting these guys, and it's a great group of people. But and also Quinn is here.
Mid-Earth Crypto.
Yeah, Mid-Earth Crypto. All right, Wendy.
I was gonna say one thing real quick before you do this. Wendy, is it for you guys that don't know, like a lot of there's a lot of us content creators in the space that we work together. It's very community driven, and we love meeting new people, and anything we can all do to push the space forward. Like that's what we're all about. It's all positivity. It's all not to get like Rost on you or anything, but it's all positivity and all love in the crypto space. Because the truth is that we don't all work together, and like we got these different factions of coins. Like it almost gets to be like little cliques and cults and stuff like that. We just got to remember, like the number one thing is we just got to push the message of decentralization, because that's really the heart of blockchain. Like the technology and all that stuff. Like that's great, but there's something bigger behind what we're trying to do, other than like, hey, we got this brand new tech. If that makes sense. So as far as
it's about giving people better.
Do you want me to move over?
Yeah,
Hold on.
Thank you, BitBoy.
Here's my cloud.
We're all gonna go follow BitBoy's channel and see what he's about.
Hit on my channel.
Okay.
To me, it's about giving everybody an equal shot at a better quality of life, personally. So, I mean,
as far as being able to store money,
yeah,
and transfer money,
being able to store money, being able to use it, essentially getting your freedom back, not having to deal with banks, not having to deal with third parties, and.
Yeah, let's.
All right. I want to know if Wendy will be buying more Tron after this event.
This is our crack team over here, the producer.
I'm getting all your questions. You got a question? You address it to Austin.
All right. What was the question for Wendy?
Wendy, will you be buying more Tron after this event?
Okay, so that is a loaded question. So a little bit about me before I talk about my investments. I actually started off as trading. I taught myself how to trade because I entered into crypto end of 2017, and I got super wrecked, like beyond wrecked, because I had no idea what I was doing. So when I decide that I want to invest in something, it obviously has to have good fundamentals, but most of the time I am investing to swing trade it to accumulate more Bitcoin.
So you're a trader.
Yeah.
Cool. And that's what you're basically accumulating Bitcoin. You don't really invest in other stuff.
I mean, I do. I invest in altcoins because they have a lot more potential to grow. So I invest in
to swing them.
To swing them, exactly.
Right.
So one thing I do is I do keep like a small moon bag of something. That's why I was like, yay, XRP. I do have a small moon bag, like 25 coins, not a whole lot.
Right.
But you never, with crypto, because the market is so volatile, you don't know if something is going to pop off.
So I think you and me might agree that Bitcoin has the best chance of succeeding, and everything else has way smaller of a chance of succeeding.
So the way I look at Bitcoin, I love Bitcoin. It's absolutely amazing. It's provided me with a lot of financial freedom. I am a stay-at-home mom. I get to work from home, making content, which is freaking awesome.
And is your channel about TA stuff, or
I do a multitude of stuff.
Or news, or
it's literally name something and I do.
Okay.
So I do news, I do basic TA, I do market updates. I have a legal series I do sponsored content, interviews, project reviews. I have a series called Mom Tips where I talk about like different things inside the crypto space, outside the crypto space. Yeah, I have a 2-year-old.
Cool.
Yeah, and tattoos.
Yeah. What's your coolest tattoo?
My coolest tattoo, I don't know if it's appropriate for this channel, but it's actually this one right here.
GFY?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Go F yourself.
Go F yourself? Yeah, that's
so it's a meme tattoo, and I actually got it with a friend of mine because I'm on Twitter a lot.
You want to take a question from the audience?
I'll answer anything.
First off, we want to say thank you for the super chat, MR. Appreciate you, man. But a question for Wendy. And Random Nation. Major shout out to Altcoin Daily. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate you.
Who's that?
Random Nation. Hey, they want to know, stay-at-home dad wants to know, how many beers have you guys had before 6 o'clock?
Wendy?
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, today I haven't had any alcohol today.
This is my second beer stay-at-home dad. The waitress recommended it. It's Mike Hess of San Diego, so it's a local IPA.
I have one more question.
Yeah, what's your question?
And this is the question. They say, Wendy, do you work out? And I want to know from Wendy, how much sexism do you face in this all-male?
Well, that's not. I mean, that's.
Do you work out? Would you get that question, dude?
I mean, that's a lifestyle question. It's not necessarily sexism, but it
Does
does.
it piss you off?
No, I actually, before I got into crypto, I used to hang out with musicians as I live in LA, used to hang out and live in Hollywood. So I'm kind of used to stuff like that. It doesn't bother me.
But that is not sexism. I mean, that is. I understand because they're thinking of her looks rather than her like mind. But I mean, just saying, do you work out?
I do work out. I do hit stuff. I actually boxed for 2 years. I try to go
Why
on
did
walks.
nobody ask me if I worked out? I'm a little like
Nobody asked you if you were a financial advisor either, but we could just tell, you know.
here we are.
And it was. I know I drew a trend line.
Yeah, we do want to interview Crypto Zombie in a second. Austin, what else?
Somebody's just joining in. Who in God's name are these people?
Okay, so basically we were at a Tron event in San Francisco right now. Watch my video from a day or two ago if you want to find out the details. But basically Tron invited a bunch of crypto influencers. I don't think I influence anybody, but we're just talking to the people here, I guess. A lot of you guys already follow these people, so maybe you're interested.
I'll interview Crypto Zombie.
Okay, we're going to switch off where Austin's going to, unless I want to give Wendy final thoughts though, because I was super interested in what Wendy was saying.
Final thoughts about.
I don't know. What's up? What's your, I don't know.
Are we going lower?
You know what?
Yeah, you're a TA. What kind of TA do you do?
Okay, so I do basic technical analysis on Bitcoin and altcoins.
What does that mean? I don't know anything about
Okay,
it.
so when I talk about basic technical analysis, I'm talking about like I use basic indicators. I use like RSI, stochastic. I do a lot of tutorial educational stuff on my platform regarding TA. So I just kind of talk about market updates. I don't get crazy into it. I don't have a Forex or a finance background. I just really do like basic stuff. I do swing trading. I know enough to where I can read the market. I can tell you what I think price is going to do. And yeah.
Now, is there any altcoin, like are you a Bitcoin maximalist or no?
So I am
Maximalish?
I am not like the hugest Bitcoin maximalist. I love Bitcoin, and I think it definitely is like essential, or similar to the gold standard as far as investing. But I do invest in other altcoins.
Right.
And I don't hate people that like altcoins.
Right. I mean, our channel is called Altcoin Daily, but just through my personal research, and I don't know anything, you know, basically the only one I can see succeeding is Bitcoin at this point. And like, sure, like these coins are going to pump once, you know, new people come in, but I don't know. I can't pick a coin that I think will be here in 10 years besides Bitcoin.
I mean, me personally, it's very expensive to send Bitcoin back and forth, and it does take a long time.
True.
I think that there is going to be another coin that we can use as a solution for that, because essentially, like,
You're a Bitcoin casher, huh?
no. I don't know what coin that's going to be, but I think there's going to be another coin that we're going to be able to use as actual currency.
Well, the fastest way to send money is if I Venmo you money right now. I mean, surely I don't think speed is the primary use case.
Well, but also too, it takes. I mean, it's still with fiat. It's still controlled by the
Well, that's what I'm
government.
saying.
Right.
The fastest way is to make it centralized.
Yes and no. I still think that there's decentralized platforms that can provide quick transactions.
I want to know more about that. I got to watch your channel, Wendy.
Okay, well, let's do it.
All right, cool.
Can I put my channel?
Yeah, please.
I am on Twitter at CryptoWendyO. My YouTube is at CryptoWendyO. And if any of you are watching or in LA, I do a lot of meetups. Sometimes I do TA Basics meetups. I do just networking meetups, generally once a month in LA. And then when I travel and I go to events or conferences, I also host free events. So if you guys want to come on my website, I post them all.
Symbolist 1979 says smart and beautiful. Thank you, Wendy. Okay.
Thank you.
How about more than $2 then for Wendy then?
I need a glass of wine, guys.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Hey, appreciate you guys. So we're going to switch over. So Austin, Crypto Zombie, did you want to jump in here real quick? All right. And we don't want anybody plugging Matic or anything. I'm just kidding.
No. That's what we want.
No.
Yo, Aaron, you want the? I am. You take the. Yeah.
We're not making any calls today.
I'm just kidding.
All right. You guys got Austin in the house. I'm here with K-Dub. I don't know if you guys saw a great interview with Ivan on Tech with K-Dub, where they went over this guy's background. We're not going to get into that as much as just the crypto market right now. So, K-Dub, how you doing, man?
I really wish. Oh, sorry, you hold it. I really wish we had an opportunity to get on a few minutes earlier because we were actually looking at the market cipher chart downstairs in the lobby, and it had put in 2 green dots, which is essentially like snake eyes, and literally Bitcoin is up 4.5%. I mean, we were calling that. I mean, if you're looking to do like scalp trades and stuff like that, but
You're a TA guy.
You're a TA guy.
Sort of, not really. I mean, like, after looking at charts for literally 2 years, you become a TA guy. You don't really start out like that. But yeah, I mean, I do look at a lot of TA, and, the more you start to notice these patterns, they just keep happening over and over again, these fractals. Like a lot of people think that that Bitcoin is just like a totally random beast, but it actually follows these sort of, like I said, fractal patterns. You know what I mean? Not always, but you can get pretty good ideas.
Isn't it true that the moment you think you got Bitcoin figured out, it'll shock you?
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, like, for example, today, I mean, if you looked at the, the parabolic advance that we were actually sitting on, I mean, we touched it perfectly. You could check the video this morning. So it was almost an expected bounce.
Your video.
The one that I put out this morning.
All right.
Yeah.
Crypto Zombie on YouTube. Let me ask you this. You're at this Tron event.
What's up, guys?
How much more Tron will you be investing in?
I've never owned Tron ever.
Why are you here?
Because they invited me.
I don't know
also
Tron either.
Because I love the community, and I don't, I like everything. I mean, we talk XRP, we talk TRX. It doesn't matter. EOS, you know what I mean? I have no problem with the community. Everybody knows I'm primarily Bitcoin. I mostly talk Bitcoin, just because I personally believe in Bitcoin the most.
No, that's to me. Oh, please. He's our question. He's our comment guy.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you go.
Yeah,
we're
but I don't have an issue. I mean, I support all these communities, and I want to see us, working together. I can't stand communities that have tribalism. My project's better than your project. It's like, guys, the space is so small right now. It's way too small to be fighting. Like, we don't even really have true scalability. I mean, we're working on it. We're almost there, but
I agree. All I want to do at this point is learn as much as I can.
First of all, Fibbo Swanee, a friend of our channel, he's a TA guy, does the fibs. He says 2 years, you're only getting started.
yeah, he's probably right, man.
But then Ash says only 59 likes and 400 people watching. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
We're not going to ask another question until this video gets to 100 likes.
100 likes. I'm not making that rule. My brother is, but you tell us
Can we
when.
get it to 100 likes, Zombie?
Am I allowed to talk though? No more questions.
I
but
didn't
can
mean to cut you off, man.
No, I don't mind. It's your channel. Thank you for having me on. But
Always.
Pleasure to have you.
come on, ask me the tough questions, man. Where's the hard questions? You guys are like the most critical channel out there, man. Let's critique some things.
That's you. Are we critical?
Let me ask you this.
I just wake up and just tell everyone what I'm looking at. Like,
I have a question.
I don't want to know why you got into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I want to know why you got into YouTube crypto.
Like what drives you to make
Crypto
videos every
YouTube.
day? Yeah.
Literally, I used to work for the family business, and we were seasonal, and I had 3 months off, and I had been listening to crypto like for the whole year, in headphones all day.
What business is the family in?
My family owns a landscaping business, but I had done other things on the side. My channel knows this, but for me, it was that I felt that a lot of the content out there wasn't really friendly for the average person. Like, a lot of the content out there assumes that you already know all the terminology, everything that you're doing. And I wanted to make a channel that was kind of like aimed at like almost like the 9-to-5 guy, the guy who I was, because you know how fast crypto moves, right?
Very fast.
So yeah, I mean, that was basically where it got started. And yeah, I mean, we literally just every day wake up, do a little TA, talk about the news.
Let me ask you this. What channels do you like? Are on your radar to watch maybe in the mornings? What are you into?
Not Altcoin Daily.
Yeah, not present
But
company.
Other than you watch?
Yeah, I do like some channels. I like the Moon. You guys ever see Carl? It's pretty cool.
I know of them. I've seen a couple.
Crown. Actually, what's crazy is I watch more TA channels than I do news, because I end up like, I actually look at the news myself, so I don't find myself needing
I know, that's what I feel
to
too.
look at news channels. I'm more interested in like what other guys are saying, because we're all looking at the same chart, but like I love hearing like what is Crown saying about the chart. What is like Sunny Decree saying? Like, I like to see these
Tone
different-
Vase, yes or no?
I don't have an issue with Tone
I'm
Vase.
going yes.
I like his perspective.
He's extremely bearish, but you also have to understand that, or he was at least, that he's been in the space, longer than most people, and he's seen some insane things happen. So he's obviously a lot more skeptical.
Oh, Ash, Ash says Altcoin Daily is my fave, then UK Dub.
Oh,
All right.
Thank you.
All right. I like K-Dub best, but you know what? I'll take us first.
I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Seriously. Dude, your channel is like incredible. But you guys, there's 2 of you. That's not fair.
Well,
I need a clone.
I
need a full-time.
You should see the brothers we didn't bring today.
Oh yeah. So how many are there really?
There's 2.
How many Altcoin dailies are there really, guys?
We'll never know. Let me ask you this: if you do get to see Justin Sun, what's a question you might ask him? If he's in the breakfast tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Honestly, I didn't prepare a list because I honestly thought he was detained, but then we found out that he wasn't. So I don't know. I don't have a good question for him, honestly.
I'd probably just ask, "Hey, man, how you feeling?"
Let's do a couple more and get to some of these guys.
All right,
Yeah, because I mean, everything with Tron is very like, there's a lot of like controversy and a lot of like, the plagiarization of white papers, and but I feel like we've already covered all that.
Right.
I mean,
That was so 2018 and 17.
yeah, I mean, I just want to see things survive. I mean, if Tron has an ecosystem with dApps and users and communities, then go for it. I mean, it all comes down to network effect. When you look at things that did really well in the past versus now, it really just comes down to network effect. You can have the greatest product or tech in the whole world, but if no one's using it, who cares? So for me, community is really important, and clearly Tron does have a big community. So
Yeah.
but I don't have a question for him, not really. Does anybody out there have a question? I'll ask for you. If you guys have a question, I'll ask.
Hey, hey, Paymaker, put your question in again. Paymaker says, I waited on your other live stream and put a $20 tip and you never answered it. Sorry, we had a little technical difficulty. Just do your question real quick again and then we'll answer it.
I have one more question for K-Dub. A year from now, and I'm not talking about price, maybe 5 years, in terms of adoption, what do you see things changing worldwide for crypto?
I see Bitcoin adoption massively growing. I mean, I'm a Bitcoin bull though, so I'm always gonna. I mean, I was a bull in the bear market. It's going down, and I'm excited to start accumulating at lower prices. That's just my mentality.
Relatable.
But for me, yeah, I mean, like look at what's going on. You know what you guys should watch? I'm gonna shill another video, but make sure you finish watching these guys' video. I'm sure most of you have seen it, but if you have not watched Token Vision's
good video,
$10 million Bitcoin endgame, that video sums up my literal belief in the space. So I can't answer this in one sentence. Go watch that video, and then you'll understand why guys like us are, here doing this right now.
Awesome compilation video, especially if you're new in the space.
You guys are awesome. I'm gonna let you get back to your.
Hey, appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, guys. Thank you for having me on the channel, and everybody out there. These guys are awesome. Thanks for the support.
Go follow Zombie, Crypto Wendy, and BitBoy. Where are 3 so far?
Let's chat for a little bit, then we'll get this guy on.
All right, guys, give us 2 minutes. Just us, your original Altcoin Daily hosts, and then we have one more guest for you. But we're looking at the chat right now. Was that the video? Man, we are just getting started.
Austin, what are you most looking forward to? I don't want to like seriously though, like the reason we decided to go, if you watched our video from a couple days ago, we were most looking forward to being in the same room as Warren Buffett and Justin Sun. That's no longer happening. Since we live so close, we decided to accept the invitation, and we're honored to be guests here. But like, it's hard to say what we're most looking forward to at this point. So I'm just wondering what you're most looking forward to.
Well, here's the 2. They're putting us on, all the influencers, on a cruise tomorrow around Alcatraz. We are going to do some man on the street type interviews where we're just getting, and then we'll edit it all together in a later interview. Something for you guys.
Yeah, not a live stream. We're going to like actually shoot a little bit of video and like put it together and just do some interviews. It'll be fun.
Yeah. So I'm just interested in seeing what San Fran's all about.
Crazy monkey bars.
Nice.
Okay. Question. Who is this crypto citadel that is... All right. I don't know what that is. Okay, here's one. Okay. Oh, man. Appreciate you, Paymaker. You didn't have to tip again, but I appreciate that. I picked up 200 and some change of XLM.
Stellar Lumens.
Should I keep going or should I just put it on the shelf and wait? Is it worth it? I mean, I'm going to start off by saying we cannot tell you when to buy or sell.
I wish I knew the future.
Nor should you ask. So, I mean, I'm sorry that we can't answer that question.
Well, I can give, here's what I would, if it were me, and I don't know what you should do, but if it were me, I personally would just, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm just hodling my certain altcoin
I sold
positions.
some of my altcoins I didn't care about. Austin has kept all of his altcoins. So.
Yeah, and I'm hodling those, but I'm just accumulating Bitcoin, and especially in these last 6 months. So it's up to you.
As I told all these people here, me personally, the only coin that I feel like will be around in 10 years is Bitcoin. I think altcoin season will happen once like a lot of new money gets into the market, and then they're looking for the cheaper Bitcoin. So Stellar Lumen's been very quiet this whole year. So I do have some Stellar Lumen, but I don't know, man. All right, you want to go do a next
Yeah,
guest?
let's get it next guy.
All right, we're only going to go for about 15 more minutes, guys. We'll get
Yeah.
one more guest, maybe. Quinn?
Quinn.
Quinn. Is
Quinn.
it Quinn or Quinn?
Quinn.
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 Quinn, would you like to join us?
All right, this is a gentleman that we just met in the lobby a couple hours ago.
How are you guys?
I'm going to let Quinn introduce his channel. We're happy to have you here.
Thank you.
And
Please tell us exactly what you're all about, because we have no idea. Unlike we have all seen the zombie peripherally, but we don't know you. You know.
For sure. No, I'm on the outskirts. Absolutely. I'm Quinn. My channel's Mid-Earth Crypto. So I live in Ecuador normally full time. I'm in the States for the last few months because my wife and I just had our first son. So awesome.
what's the name?
Aiden Quinn.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, maybe for the like the third or fourth. I got to get like the lineage in there. But so basically, I've been going to a lot of conferences. I started off trying to go to conferences and get around some clout chasers. I went and I worked for John McAfee for 6 months and got well known in the sense of like I got to meet a lot of people, but I wasn't big myself, so I was able to make friends with the right people.
How is working for John McAfee?
Hectic. It's a stressful environment for sure.
He
used
did
to,
for 3
yeah.
months. For 3 months. Give us a day in the life, if you would.
Is he obviously we know the guy's a genius, rich, smart businessman,
Definitely intelligent.
or
for
is
sure.
he a smart businessman? Because he does some crazy stuff.
I think he's a master manipulator. So I think he's intelligent for sure. That's not even a question. He's a mathematician. I don't know what his coding ability is. I don't know what his technical ability is. I've seen him struggle with an EOS wallet before, so that's what I'll say at that point.
He got in early, and he's obviously intelligent in tech for creating
For
McAfee
sure.
systems.
Yeah, you
That's
can't.
all I
Give
know.
Mike a shout out.
Hey, Mike, appreciate you, man. Mike Benz, you've been active on this chat the whole time, dude. Appreciate you.
There you go, Benz.
So,
So,
let's ask him some general
Wait,
questions.
I want to know
Yeah.
one more, a little deeper into John McAfee, because
Okay.
before the mics got on, you said a little more than hectic. You said that
It's stressful. So the day in the life, it's a lot of alcohol and it's a lot of volatility. He invents these stories where he's being chased by the cartel.
is that true?
I personally have never been around. When I was there for 3 months, there were multiple attempted grabbings or sequesters that I was never witnessed anything. So I didn't see anything actually happen. What do you guys think?
Fibbo Swanee wants to know, what does this guy do?
What do I do?
Oh.
So right now, what I'm trying to do is
Why should we care about this interview?
Absolutely.
Is the question.
Yeah, you shouldn't yet. I'm not going to be anything right now. What I'm trying to do is front run the market into Latin America. So I live in Ecuador. What I'd like to do is eventually create content just as everybody else in this group does, but in Spanish. And I want to target the Latin user down in Latin America because there's really not a good YouTuber presence for Spanish speaking.
Is Dash involved in Latin America?
They're in Venezuela right now. So I live in
Dash.
Ecuador, and actually one of the cool things I can say on that is Dash started in Caracas, and the big thing that happened with adoption was Wendy's, like the food chain, Wendy's burgers. And so Wendy started accepting Dash as a form of payment. And we have a huge migrant issue but we had 1 million Venezuelan migrants come over the border into Ecuador. And when that happened, all these Venezuelans came with their Dash on their phone wanting to buy. And so what happened is Guayaquil is the city in Ecuador that was the first place outside of Venezuela to start accepting Dash payments. So I didn't even know this. I had no idea. I'm going to buy a burger with my wife, and all of a sudden I can see in the little window sticker Dash. And it was, okay, so that's how it's going to start. I think when countries suffer hyperinflation, and instead of just going through what Venezuela went through, decide to exit towards Bitcoin, we'll start seeing mass adoption. That's my opinion.
Do you pay in Dash? Do you utilize that? Or?
I don't personally. I'm not there. I do use crypto on the daily. It's what I use to transfer funds internationally if I'm trying to
What crypto?
My biggest crypto right now is Tron. Tron.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in the Tron DApp. So I got into the DApp space early, which was lucky for me.
So what is the best DApp on Tron? Because the whole space is struggling to find a great DApp.
Sure.
But it's gambling.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is gambling. You're right. So the first one, the front runner was TronBet, and they were like the first to market. They've done the biggest volume. They've put out the best numbers. made the most money. I'm a big, I have Anti. They just recently have got a listing on Binance. So they're going to be the first Tron coin that is going to be listed on Binance. That's August 8th.
And what's the ticker? Do you know?
What's the ticker? What do you mean?
For the coin?
Wink, or WIN is going to be the coin that's on Binance. WinCoin. Wink.org is the name of the site. I don't want to actually show them because they're not my favorite DApp right now. I personally don't like the way they handled the whole transition because it didn't put the community first. It wasn't decentralized. It's a cap. It's not a DApp. It's not a decentralized app. It's a centralized app.
That ruins it for me.
So
it does.
A lot of people are asking you to plug your channel so they can make sure to follow you.
Sure, thank you. Mid-Earth Crypto. I'm Mid-Earth Crypto on YouTube, Twitter, and across all channels. So I appreciate that, guys.
But also, yeah, go follow this guy. But a lot of people are kind of wondering, finally, somebody who's really in the know on Tron. Not that you're a spokesperson for the company,
sure,
but how do you kind of rationalize all the overhyping that Justin Sun does versus actual things that's going on?
It's not good. I don't like it. I think that Tron would do well to have a professional marketing team come in place and take control of his Twitter and help. I think that he's a great asset. He's a master marketer, but I think there's situations that have been handled in the past. Tesla events.
I mean, there's people have made videos on videos
sure.
about all the soccer team partnership.
Yeah, that's terrible. I mean, I would try to chop that up if I'm trying to rationalize as a language barrier, but in all reality, I think it's overextending your reach a little bit. He's trying too much on some things where,
Yes, Trump has excelled by
Trump.
And so has Tron. Well, just from the overhyping.
Sure. I mean, it's fake it till you make it kind of thing, guys, right?
I'm just saying that's that kind of precedent of tweeting like that.
It works, right? It's not, it's yeah.
Do you think the BitTorrent token is a good idea?
All right. So I got to tour their offices last month. I was very fortunate to win a giveaway. Just that's how I've kind of put myself in this position to be here.
BitTorrent offices specifically?
Specifically, where we'll be going tomorrow morning.
Oh, really? The BitTorrent?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's where we're going. That's
I just thought it was Tron.
It's the same office. It's on the same floor. So they have one side is dedicated to Tron, and they have about 60 employees that are just chiming away on BitTorrent.
Get that real close to his
For sure, absolutely.
So they all know you there.
I've met everybody there. Yeah, we're friendly. So Roy and Jason will probably be the guys that meet us and do the walkthrough. Cliff Edwards is the director of communications. He'll be the guy.
Jeffrey
is the guy that's coordinating all the. I think Jeffrey is helping Cliff, but Cliff is the guy that I know. Gotcha. He's the guy that was in the picture with Tron yesterday with the hold up photo by the Bay Bridge.
Oh yes, yes. So, I know that was the bodyguard.
Yeah. Well, it's I think that was a joke. Okay. I think it was a little joke. Yeah, Cliff. Maybe he is. He could be trained, but Cliff's a very nice guy. He's that's my connection to them, and so we're going to go tour that office. But when I did tour that office, to get back to the question, I was impressed by what I saw. There were 50 guys just grinding out, plugged in, working hard. They had a big roadmap up on the wall that we had to sign NDAs for that went out to 2022. There was detailed, just lots of focused content that was impressive to me with their system. So Project Atlas launched or is supposed to be launching now with the BTFS. I think it's going to be the future for what can maybe destabilize media content in China, because right now it's very censored, right? So you can't get everything. How does the Chinese government stop Tron from uploading media content onto any one of their platforms through BitCoin or BitTorrent is going to be the future, I think, to circumvent.
Just people smash the like.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. I mean,
and let me ask you this. Wait. Oh yeah. Well, I was going to ask you this. Going on that, why originally did you choose Tron over other DApp platforms?
So full transparency, complete honesty. Gambling. I found Tron Bet as a way to play with my Tron. I've never played with my crypto. I'm pretty new to the space. I bought Bitcoin in 2017 for $2,500. Sold it at 15K. Thought I was just this mad genius, and then got wrecked in January. Right?
Well, if you sold it at 15K.
Well, yes, but then I went into alts and got wrecked. So yes, you guys understand. So I spent all of Christmas, had a great Christmas, so that was good, but then got destroyed. And through the bear market, Tron was what I found to be something I could play with. And when full transparency, I just went on the site and started gambling. I gambled on the site for a couple of weeks, just having fun. And then I went on a trip. And when I came back, I had 5,000 Tron, which at the time was, it's $100, $200, $150. And I didn't understand where did these coins come from? And I realized, it's a dividend system. So by gambling on this website, I was able to earn their house token. And that house token pays a dividend based on what anybody loses. So think about this. If I could go to the Bellagio right now and sit down and play. As I come in, I sit down, I'm playing the game. And anytime I lose or anytime I bet anything, I earn a little piece of the house token.
Cash back.
It's basically a way of a dividend system. I own the casino now.
But are you saying, and I'm not as experienced with those dApps as you, if Cardano, if EOS, if any of these people, if they got an equally fun game,
right?
Are you brand loyal, or you're like, I'll go wherever I'll use them?
It's a great question. I think I'm brand loyal because I've learned how to use Tron and I'm comfortable with it. But also, I like the transaction speed. The other platforms aren't in the position right now. They can't handle it. They aren't able to handle the amount of transactions or the speed with which they are processed that Tron can do. Right now, you'll see
Tron is fast.
It's super fast. And I mean, this last week has been difficult because Tron Bet has just kind of kicked up the gear with the volume. And I think it was $100 million in volume in a couple of days, which is, it surpasses every dApp across every.
I think I remember last time I
platform.
checked, Tron had the fastest and possibly even the most dApps, but but Ethereum still had the most developers.
Yeah, and so I think that Ethereum has like the quality content, but I don't
Just
know.
a little slower.
Can I somebody says
Yes.
this guy is biased. He's paid by Tron. Is that?
Never. I would like to be. I'd love to get hired by Tron. Yeah. So I want to get hired by them. What I specifically want to do is I want to work for them in South America, bringing their like presence to the Latin American conferences. But I've never been paid by Tron anything at all ever. So,
dude, I hope you do. That'd
I
be.
would love to. Yeah, it's a goal. I mean, it's it could just that kind of connection or affiliation is never going to hurt unless they continue, unless the less than like professional things continue to happen. So he needs to clean up. Look, I'm a fanboy because it makes me money, but I can completely accept when things aren't correct. The Tesla giveaway wasn't handled properly. The way that they've done a lot of transitional stuff isn't good, and I can accept that, and I can say it directly.
The guy who won the car that eventually he got a
Yeah.
payment, but he accepted Tron tokens as opposed to the car. Is that
It
correct?
was USDT, I believe.
Oh, it was Tether.
It was Tether, and it was a $30,000. Again, that might be 3028. I think.
No, it was like some like lesser value than an actual
I
test.
saw that Crypto Chico video, and he said like, "Oh, this guy was going to get Tron tokens or something."
I think initially, so.
Nothing to the spokesperson. I
Yeah,
feel bad putting all this on
no,
you.
absolutely. I can only speak of what knowledge that I have.
Defend them.
I think initially that the concept, he should have given the car away. You should have bought the car because one, that would have been awesome from a marketing standpoint, having a Tron car that you could drive around to conferences. You invite that person to every conference, so he shows up in the Tron car. That's beautiful.
Great pick. Would have been a great pick.
Exactly. So I don't know if it was a legality issue or what, but my thought is that they did USDT because of illegalities. But I don't know.
Let me ask you this one last question. Pure speculation.
Yeah.
Bitcoin by the end of the year. And by the way, guys, smash up the likes if you're feeling it.
18,400.
Bitcoin by the end of the year. That's what it's going to be.
Yep.
And this is what I've said. I've said it's definitely not going to be over 20K.
No, I don't think so.
Because if it is, all hell would break loose with that halving coming up. So could be right.
I
Yeah.
think it'll hit 18.4. I don't think it'll be there, but yeah, go ahead.
A lot of our subscribers are enamored by you. They want you to plug your channel one more time because they want to hear more of your thoughts.
I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Mid-Earth Crypto. Follow me on Twitter or on YouTube. I haven't done a lot of YouTube content because the new baby has been a little bit difficult, but I've got a whole studio and I got a green screen and everything's coming up. Catch me on there on stream on Twitch. Also, I've got a twitch.tv at Mid-Earth Crypto. So
get that baby on
We've
YouTube.
got over 400 people
Thanks, guys.
watching, so let's get one more.
thanks so
All
much,
right,
guys. Have a
guys.
great day.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
We'll
Thank
see you later. We'll see you later. Hey guys, we have one more person for you. Unless one more person behind this camera. If more people show up, whatever. We're not going to waste your time. But I want to introduce.
I think people really liked hearing from that guy. That was a little different of a perspective. So this is someone we've never met before. I've never seen anything this guy's done. He's on the group Telegram chat at this event, and we invited him to be a guest on our channel. And now I want to hear.
Thank you very much for that, by the way. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. Tell me your name, your channel, what you're about.
So, thank you, man. I don't want your hands to pain.
Yeah, speak right.
Yeah, I have Blue 82.
Not his first rodeo.
My name is Sandeep, and I have two channels. One is Technical Gupshup with 91,000 subscribers, and second is Crypto Point Hindi. That's my main crypto channel with 19,500 subscribers. I started my crypto journey with Technical Gupshup when I started teaching people how to mine Bitcoin, how to mine Ethereum, Zcash properly.
What year was this when you were teaching people?
Sorry?
What year were you?
2017.
Okay, 2000. You're teaching people how to mine Bitcoin in 2017.
Yes, Indian people, because I create
Indian
videos.
people.
Yeah.
You're an Indian.
Yeah, I'm Indian.
Yeah.
So I create I started my channel just to teach people technical stuff, and then I saw Bitcoin becoming big, people knowing more about it. So I thought I should tell people speaking Hindi how to mine Bitcoin, because at that point of time in 2017, I know it's very strange though.
Well, it's strange because normal people can't mine Bitcoin. Am I wrong? That you have to have like a big, like have a lot of money to mine Bitcoin if you want to be profitable. If you want to be profitable.
Well, see, in 2017, mining Bitcoin and Ethereum was profitable, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
No, it was big time. I remember when I made a video about how to mine Ethereum.
Were you part of a pool?
Yeah, you have to be part of a pool for Ethereum, even for Bitcoin, unless until you are very big, like Genesis Mining, right? So I thought, like, made videos about it, and they liked it, and they loved it. So I kept doing my Zcash, Monero, all these videos, because there was no reliable source in Hindi where you can learn how to mine these things step by step with all the information.
I think a fan has a question for you.
Oh, absolutely. They say, do you think that Donald Trump is affecting Bitcoin?
Well, he made some tweets recently, but I don't think that tweet can affect Bitcoin in the longer run. For now, maybe people will talk about it, but I don't think that will
I think it's a net positive. I mean, he's kind of putting Bitcoin on the world stage.
Yeah, so it's like publicity, just like CZ said, right?
Exactly.
He said it's a positive step for Bitcoin. It's a positive publicity for it, yeah.
Is Bitcoin the majority of your portfolio?
It is. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Neo, and
Neo, wow.
Neo and BNB.
So you didn't get a chance to sell Neo at the top, and now you're still holding a bunch.
No. I sold it.
Oh,
and then I bought it again.
Oh, you.
And I bought. Oh, yeah. Say the whole thing.
Yeah.
Then I bought BNB. I was not able to jump into BNB boat in the start in December sometime. $4 something, $4.50, and
Okay.
I like sold some when it was 32, 33. I made some money, and again,
Cool.
I have some.
A lot of fans are asking you a question. What's
Oh,
the-
wow.
Absolutely.
man.
They want to know from you specifically, what do you think the Bitcoin price will be by the end of the year?
End of this year.
End of this year.
Being very honest, like, I find this is a little bit strange that how somebody can predict the price.
All right, good. That's being very honest because
Being-
nobody has
no,
no
no,
fucking idea.
No, he's right. Even he won't have the idea. Even if he will say a number.
Fun. It's fun.
Yeah, so that's where I'm going right now. With all these things happening in crypto world right now, I see it crossing 25,000 mark. People say like 100,000, 30,000. No. By end of this year, I see it crossing 25,000 mark.
I think it's going to be less than 20.
We can only go about 15 more minutes, so let's do a few more minutes with this guy. We'll get Fun TV on, and then we'll close it out.
No, it's okay. You can ask me
No,
that
dude.
question. And
Yeah, we want to do that.
I saw the guy in the elevator, and I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
Ivan is there too. Have you
Oh,
seen
okay,
Ivan,
cool.
Ivan Tech? Yeah.
He's not here. That's where we need him. I don't have a question for him.
Any audience from India right now, or people who understand Hindi?
Hey, Pete tipped us $24.
Okay.
Appreciate you, man.
I feel like I need to.
We feel like we need to answer your question, but we appreciate you.
Yeah, I think this is fun talking to people who are in the space. We've never talked to these people before. First time meeting any of these people. It seems like a good time.
For sure.
Somebody wants to know, do you own Zebi?
No,
Oh, because it's big in India, right?
no, I don't.
Okay.
No. Being very honest, I don't.
Okay, cool. Neither do I.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you very much.
Hey, let's hang out in a bit.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do video for my channel as well.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Thanks, buddy.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, man. Must share with us, Jindawad.
Okay.
I said something to my.
Oh, secret code.
So it is a good thing, actually.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So we're gonna go for no more than an hour. So we got 10 more minutes left. Let's talk a little bit then. Excuse me, Mr. Fud TV. In about let's just get him on right now. I'm gonna say in 1 minute, but oh, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, watch the court. So let's Austin and I'll talk a bit, and then we'll because here's the thing: we've never met any of these people before. I've seen plenty of Fud TV videos.
Did I see you in the
Shout out, guys. Yes, we did. And I saw you going up to 7, and then I thought, I was like, I wonder if he's part of the things. I wonder if he's part of the crypto crew. I saw the Bitcoin on the back of your hat.
See,
See, you guys don't show your faces.
Exactly. So we decided to get some hats made.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice to meet you.
But I've seen quite a few of your videos. You're 100%. You love cryptocurrency. Am I right?
I do love cryptocurrency unabashedly too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll hold the mic. I'll grab this thing.
Fritz knows that haircut.
Yeah, you know the poof?
Well, Fritz does.
Who's Fritz?
Oh, Fritz.
He's the
What's
guy.
up, Fritz?
He's the
Oh,
guy.
yeah. My hair. Everybody drops me the pineapples. Throw some pineapples in the chat if you love FUD TV.
Okay.
Yeah, well, everybody's here for a Tron event.
They say you have an awesome channel.
No, you.
The Tron event, the non-event. It's
But you're really into Tron, am I right?
Well, so I really do. I'm a developer, so we had to pick a blockchain to build on. And for a variety of reasons, we deployed on Tron, the speed, the scalability, and really the cost, the community. You know, honestly, like I'm going to make a series of videos explaining all of the ups, downs, lefts, and rights that have come with that decision. But yeah, I guess I'm sort of not a big investor in as many coins, in as many altcoins as I used to be, especially with the lack of pump right now in the altcoins. It just doesn't seem like
Us too. Are you, your portfolio is mostly Bitcoin?
yeah, no, I probably, you know, about a month ago or so, I moved almost everything into Bitcoin, and I still have a few.
That was a smart move a month ago.
Yeah, it was. Well, I felt the tides, and as soon as we started to break 64, that was clear that things were really happening. And
You're kind of a TA guy, or just because 6,000, 6,500 was such a big number?
so I'm not a TA guy, but I follow what I consider some of the best TA guys. And one of my favorite guys who I've actually had been lucky enough to have on my channel a few times is Crown from Crown's Crypto Cave. If you guys don't know Crown, check him out. And yeah, honestly, it was pretty clear that that was the number. If we broke 64, 65, we were out of the bear and something was really serious was going to happen. As soon as that was happening,
Let me hold it.
Oh, yeah,
So a
yeah,
lot of
okay.
people are saying that.
sorry, I'm messing up the mic, guys.
That's okay.
It's my first time.
It's just there's so much noise going on.
And we got a super chat for
What
you from Neat Busy. He says, what do each of you think is the largest threat to Bitcoin?
Wow.
I'll start with the guest.
The largest threat to Bitcoin is probably central bank digital currencies, but not even that. I don't think there is, you know, in my opinion, Bitcoin's kind of too big to fail at this point. There's all of the
Famous last words.
yeah, of course, can't go lower, bro. Can't go lower. Can't go lower, bro. No, it's even it trading at 10,000, it's trading at 1,000, it's trading at any thousands is showing the strength over the course of years, you know, not just months now. And so I think like it's a real testament to the fact that there's a community that wants this asset over the long haul, and there's and the community that will accept it is big enough now that I don't think a collapse of the Bitcoin asset is very likely. Anything's possible, right? So I think like the biggest hurdles are going to be, you know, regulation and central bank digital currencies. But even so, you know, it's hard to think that anyone will do something quite like Bitcoin as well as Bitcoin ever again. So
That's a good answer.
Can I go?
Yeah.
All right, first I want to say what's up to Crypto or Us, a channel I follow all the time.
shout out Crypto or Us.
Second thing I want to say, there are still over 400 people watching. Everybody do me a favor real quick, smash the like button. And then, as you know, people who subscribe to our channel, I have turned into I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. I think it has the best chance of succeeding. Everything else has a much smaller chance of succeeding. Now, I obviously still hold altcoins, but I think in the long term, what could stop Bitcoin, what could make it fail is if we don't get, not everybody has to run a full node, but I think that, just people have to keep setting up full nodes. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but really anybody can do it. And that'll keep Bitcoin nice and decentralized.
Well, the new Samsung phones are supposedly going to allow you to run a full node right on your phone.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the headline.
I saw that, but then I also saw something about like there you have to, like it's an add-on attachment type thing if you want the full node.
Yeah.
I'm not really
That's
sure.
a good step, though. That's a good step.
Yes, baby steps, I guess. Yeah. That was my fault, guys.
I think it was my fault. You still hear us? All right, guys. And I just want to say thank you for Dave for your $1. Appreciate you, man. And I think my biggest reason the Bitcoin might fail, I want to turn you on to a video that Andreas Antonopoulos did where he just dedicated a full video, probably came out a year and a half ago, where him as a technical guy broke it down. Some of the stuff he talked about was, well, a thing that can make Bitcoin fail is if you saw a fundamental flaw in the code. I mean, it's open, it's public, and it's been 10 years, so that's probably not going to happen. And then, I mean, I forget the rest. Probably something to do with centralization, but he's way smarter than me from the technical standpoint. So check out that video. Just Google it.
I have a question for you, man, because I've seen quite a few of your videos, but I wouldn't say that I regularly tune in, but I think you're definitely known in the crypto space. And once again, follow you on FUD TV.
Please, thank
Please
you.
throw up some pineapples.
Throw up some pineapples, and shout out to the Altcoin Daily Army as well.
What is the biggest misconception about you or your channel? What do you, like? I don't have any thing I'm thinking of. I'm just wondering.
I think the biggest misconception about my channel is that Gosh, I don't know. Maybe the biggest misconception that I've heard is that I've taken a lot of paid offers to shill coins. I think I've heard that one. I guess that everyone gets that, right? I've actually to date done 0 paid reviews ever. I've never gotten a single Satoshi or coin. And yeah, like my primary identity. Well, I mean, obviously, I've been accused. I've been accused by channels that shall not be named of doing some nefarious activities. But I've actually. I don't know. I don't know the names of those channels, but anyway. You're clear. I mean. Yeah, no. I've had channels throw shade at me, and the truth is, I'm just so passionate about this.
Chico and FUD. I mean, can't we say that?
Yeah, we love them all, and yeah, the thing is, I've actually never taken any paid review money, and I've actually sort of wanted to even give more. Companies and cryptos a chance to get exposure, because I think as influencers, it is important that we expose these good projects and stuff. So I've been trying to look for projects to do good reviews of, and so that's something where I even like think I went too overboard in not accepting any payments from any channels.
And
but
you don't monetize your channel, I've heard.
I just started turning on ads like a month ago, but of course, if anyone knows my channel, I've actually been building a video game ecosystem that it's a tokenized video game ecosystem. I can actually show you guys off stream, super secret, just a VIP influencer.
Can I play?
You can't play yet. I have all the cinematics builds, but
I'd love to see it.
This within about 4 to 6 weeks, I can get you a playable build.
Do you have a name?
Yes. So the game is called Pizza Heroes, and then we actually have a second very undisclosed, very top secret back burner project that's also a game. We just sort of really believe in games to be a Trojan horse for cryptocurrency.
I could see that.
Like the internet. That was kind of what happened with the internet.
Correct. It's like
porn ushered in the internet.
It's like you don't need multiple types of money. I don't believe that once you have a Bitcoin that's really succeeding, you don't need a competing Bitcoin. That's why, like, I actually have a very unpopular opinion that a faster, cheaper coin doesn't outstrip what Bitcoin does, and that in the future, in the future you can make Bitcoin faster and more stable. But right now, it does what it does very well.
Like the Bitcoin standard or something.
Yeah,
I don't think that's an unpopular opinion.
No.
I think that's a
But I guess if
smart opinion.
What happened during the altcoin explosion, during the 2017 explosion, was a lot of belief in the new coins, and I was guilty of that as well, of believing that a newer, faster version could unseat the older incumbent.
Like that Ben Stiller movie, like the 7-minute abs instead of the 8-minute abs.
Correct. The 6-minute abs were going to kill the 7-minute abs.
Exactly.
And now it's sort of, I just am very big fan of what Bitcoin does, and I think the moving slow and steady and not making that misstep is key to the whole movement.
I think that's smart.
If Bitcoin makes a misstep, it's going to completely invalidate every other coin.
It needs to be the most secure, hardest money at this point, and it's leading the charge.
Correct.
We have a question for you, FUD TV. And what is your first name?
My name's Elliot.
Elliot.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. We're just meeting Elliot for the first time this weekend.
The Elliot way.
And by the way, FUD TV, for people that are still asking, FUD TV, you guys can go follow him. Oh man, so many questions. Any insight into market manipulation that others say, or any insight into market manipulation? Will regulation stop it? Or what's your thought on manipulation in the market?
So again, I'm going to have to quote one of my favorite content creators in the space, which is Eric Crown from Crown's Crypto Cave. And he was a market maker back on the New York Stock Exchange, ARCA. And I've seen him on a day in, day out basis make incredible gains, whether, he's longing, shorting, using options. And, he confirmed for me that he's seen people completely manipulate traditional stock markets. They get news, 5 minutes before the other guys, put in insane looking buys, sells, and then all of a sudden 10 minutes later, the news breaks. Manipulation is part of the market. And so calling it manipulation is probably not the right word. And every order on the book, your $5 Bitcoin order, is manipulating the actual price of Bitcoin, the direction, the momentum of the order book. So technically, there's not an order that's not manipulation. If it's there, it's just a real part of the market. And so I think manipulation exists in every sense, in the sense that every single movement in the market manipulates the market. But do I believe that there's just and obviously there's probably some very powerful forces in crypto. But on the whole, I don't sit there thinking about manipulation as this horrible, manipulative force, for lack of a better word, that's ruining our days and wanting to make us broke. It's market makers are painting patterns on every chart in every market in the world. And that's just part of investing in public markets. And so I don't think manipulation has a special place in crypto.
Mind blown. Everybody asking, his channel is FUD TV. And I think, I mean, a lot of people are asking, do you the most of your portfolio is Bitcoin?
Yeah, I'm like 90% Bitcoin now. I still have my bag of my favorite alts that I've been, talking about on my channel now for a very long time.
Do you still hold Ontology? Insightful Scout wants to know.
Yes, I have some Ont, but I actually got rid of the vast majority of my Ontology. I really loved all the dividends. I love the team. I've talked with the team many times. I love their vision. I'm just really a believer in Bitcoin right now from an investment thesis. And I just see Bitcoin as being in a very special moment. And I think that we're going to look back and see these next couple of months to years as just an incredibly special time to have been participating in Bitcoin.
FUD, Elliot, I totally agree with that, man. It's like people are realizing the true value of Bitcoin right now. And I'm not saying there won't be something that pumps harder or something else that won't succeed. But I mean, if you're excited about anything else right now, hopefully you're excited about Bitcoin, because that's the one that's truly special.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And a big shout out to the Altcoin Daily guys. Like, you guys have been making amazing content. I've been seeing your videos. I don't know when I first saw your videos, but every single video is fire. And just a big shout out to you guys, and your fan base is amazing. So shout out to the Altcoin Daily Army. You guys are doing great stuff for the crypto space. So thank you guys so much.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, great to meet you guys.
Let's hang out.
Take
later.
care. Yeah, 100%. Thank you guys.
Yep.
On TV. And Elliot?
So we just hit an hour, and I think we should end it.
Yeah, let's end it. Final minute, guys. Final thoughts. Do you have any for us? We'll let you guys go.
Justin, did you want to come on?
Is the kidney stone? Oh, it's probably still hurting.
All right, well, let's go talk to Justin.
Okay.
All right,
We'll
later,
turn it
guys.
off.
Appreciate you guys. So tomorrow we're having all the events that Tron is putting on for us. I'm excited to visit their office, go on the boat ride, see the sea otters. And we're going to be doing we're going to be videoing some other stuff, but it's not going to be a live stream. It's going to be pre-recorded, then we'll edit it and show you guys at a later date.
They're all saying thank you. They're all saying bye.
Appreciate you guys. Later.
Hit the like.